So if you want a chunk of metal that goes bang and puts a massive smile on your face, you need to check out the Ruger GP100 in 357 Magnum. All right, before we go into this bad boy, this is my personal firearm and one of my absolute favorites, and we're gonna go into that for a bit. I gotta thank the guys that I bought it from, and that's Italian Sporting Goods here in Vancouver. If you're looking for a firearm in Canada, check them out. Amazing guys and gals that work there. They take care of you and they really care. All right, I digress. Welcome back to the modern caveman, all my guys, gals, and all you cave people out there. Today I'm gonna talk about a gun. In all of my handguns, I have kind of like two classes. Ones that I would say, like this is my work gun, even though I don't work with them, but I guess my survival gun, the gun that if shit hit the fan or it became legal to carry here, I would carry. So that's like your Glocks, your CZ MP10Cs, etc., etc. And then there are the ones that just absolutely put a smile on my face and really is one of the main reasons I shoot, because I absolutely love to do it. And that this would be the king of that, bar none. So I have a lot of cool guns that are a lot of fun to shoot that wouldn't really make much sense doing a lot of other stuff. And this is kind of one of them. And I'm not here to get into an argument with anybody out there versus revolvers versus, semi-autos like this guy right here. That's not the whole debate here. At the end of the day, I think it's pretty proven that if you carry this and you know how to use it well, you're definitely going to be able to protect yourself. But if you're looking for something, these are far more modern designs. These are things that are going to be probably not more lethal, I guess, but just better overall for protection purposes if that's what you're looking for. But if you guys will get a chance to see here, I shot in the comparison. You can see you can get quite a bit of rounds off in accuracy with the revolver. The difference being obviously this guy's 10 to 18 rounds depending on what state and country you live in, and the other guy's only 6 rounds. That's pretty much the main difference. This is a little bit flatter shooting. This is a 10mm Glock 20. A little bit flatter shooting as well, but all in all, you can see when I'm shooting on the tree with the 357 and 38, it's pretty quick and it's pretty precise. So you can definitely learn to shoot awesome with these. But that aside, these are so fun to shoot. Ergonomically, they have the big rubber handle here. This is the Blued series in 4-inch. With a 4-inch barrel. You can obviously get them in stainless steel. They look even prettier. You can get them with, I believe they're walnut grips. Really cool. Feels awesome in your hand. I mean, if you're one that's going to start talking about the borax and like it's not level and, there's too much flick in the wrist when shooting. Yeah, all that shit's real. Yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, when you shoot this chunk of metal and you get the muzzle flip, and you get that feeling all in all, I mean, there's not much of anything that puts a bigger smile on my face than shooting this firearm. It's so much fun. So let's talk about it a little bit. So these guns came out roughly in, I believe, like the mid-1980s, 85, something like that. There's well over 700,000 of them produced. There's a few different variations. And calibers, I believe they come down as well as even in 22s, if I remember correctly. This particular one, like I said, the more common, you got 4 and 6-inch barrels. The more common is going to be the stainless steel that I've actually seen out there than the blue. I got this for an amazing deal, brand new, and I absolutely love it. So these are all obviously double action revolvers, right? There obviously are some single actions out there as well, but this comes in double action. The draw on it on the very first is going to actually turn the entire chamber, cock the hammer back, and fire and release. So when you shoot, generally speaking, if you want to be more accurate, you're going to pull back and shoot in single action. When you're just shooting in double, you're going to pull all the way back till it's about to crack, and then you're going to release the trigger. All right, so next to that, it's very easy to load. They got this little side button here. Crack that open. You're gonna load your cartridges in one at a time, or you can get a speed loader for it, one or the other. Once you've done shooting and you've expended the cartridges, you're just gonna press the push rod right here. That's gonna throw and eject the cartridges. Very straightforward. All in all, the sights are on mine. I have, it's kind of hard to see, but I have a U-shaped sight right there, white lining on the outside, blacked out fronts with a little bit of texture on it. I found it very easy to look at and easy to see through, easy to get picture alignment on. All in all, very ergonomic gun to shoot. All right, so like I mentioned, it's got the 4-inch barrel. It's actually 4.2-inch barrels. There's a 3 and 6-inch. Weight-wise, you're usually going to be anywhere between like 36 ounces all the way up to about 42, depending on barrel length and which model you get. Now, the actual action itself, like how it locks the cylinder, it's a tri-lock cylinder, which is supposed to be one of the most sturdiest. I hear, mainly these compete against Colts. From my understanding, the Colt trigger is a lot smoother. To be honest, I've never shot one, but this is just from what I hear and read. But as far as the sturdiness of these, they seem to be more heavy duty, less prone to having any kind of issues versus the Colt. It's got the whole grip, so what I was talking about, that rubbery mono grip on it, feels really good. I mean, this firearm is used by many police officers all around the world. I mean, even today, I believe some of the NYPD still use it. It's been around there forever before in the past, if it isn't still present. Yeah, all in all, it's a really cool gun to shoot. One of the other things, and sometimes you're obviously here for a review, but sometimes we get a little bit caught up in the technicalities and stuff, and less of how it feels to shoot. I mean, shooting should be a lot of fun. Sure, if you're relying on it to protect your life and you're doing all that other stuff, let's just push all that stuff aside. Let's look at it as a firearm that you're gonna enjoy. I've never had anybody shoot this that didn't love it. And the other really cool thing about it is, because it's 357, it shoots 38 special as well. So 38 special, obviously the sizing is very similar in comparison, but the overall kick is night and day. So if you are sensitive to the kick whatsoever, you can shoot 38 special. 38 special, obviously depending on province, country, state, etc., is anywhere between half the price of 357 ammunition or even less. So you can shoot a lot of it fairly inexpensive and still get to use and play with it. And then when you want to take out that bigger caliber 357, and maybe you want to work up to 44 Magnum down the line, which comes in that as well, it gives you that ability to shoot those two different calibers out of the same firearm. First 3 shots, 38 special. Next 3 shots, 357. Check out the difference. For myself, and if you watch previous firearm videos, you know that I'm going to be purchasing, I got one on order, a Marlin lever action in 38 special and 357 for that reason as well. It's just kind of cool to use. A lot of people buy a bunch of 9mm firearms, or a bunch of 7mm hunting rifles or whatever it is, so they can have the caliber in different rifles. I kind of like, and I love the ability, and revolvers are usually one of the only ones that you can really do it, where you can actually have 2 different calibers shooting out of one firearm, which just makes that firearm so much more. So anyways, I'm not going to get into too much more of the details of it. It shoots amazing. Take a look at me shooting at the tree here, out there fun, having fun with the boys. It is a lot of fun to shoot. It's very easy to use. You can adjust sightage. It's as basic as they come when it comes to firearm mechanisms, and it just feels like a lot of fun to shoot. So on this guy, I'm not going to actually weigh the trigger because I know it's probably about 11 pounds or something ridiculous. It's a lot on the trigger pull, so I'm not going to go that route today. But just let's see if we can feather one through. I've just cocked this bad boy back. Let's see what it feels like on single action, because the double action is such a long pull anyways. Nobody wants to see that. But let's see how that feels. Oh, very nice, very nice. Nice little pull to it. Yeah, a lot of fun. Awesome gun, awesome gun. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. It's a little bit of a shorter video. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there, shoot a lot, be a part of as many possible organizations you can. If you're in Canada, if you're not part of every single firearms right organization, you definitely should be. We're about to lose all of our freedoms here. So please do what you can. If you're in the United States, fight for the freedoms that you got and keep those there as well. Next to that, thank you so much for joining another Modern Caveman, and I'll see you on the next one.